It's the middle of July. It's 6 p.m. in the shade and it's over 100 degrees. This back fence garden in the shade is my favorite spot in the summer now. Here on the back fence, the grapevines are leafing out really well. And I put some basil over here. And I put some more garlic and some bunching onions from Praxis. There's some thyme, parsley, more basil, mosquitoes. Here's my second grapevine of 3, next to some basil, some horseradish. The strawberry, garlic, and clover is the greenest spot back here. And on this side is another grapevine, some horseradish, and the tree experiment died. And on this end is some more garlic and some carrots that I think need more light. When the trees leaf out, there's a sliver of light coming into this back area. By the time the trees are leafed out, the strawberries are already done. The garden is massively overgrown. This time I'm actually going to show you what's in bed 5. There's cucumber and daikon radish, some more radishes, and I think I have to pull some more of this grass out. There's some beets over here, some lettuce that bolted, some broccoli, some more beets, and Swiss chard of different colors. Got some more daikon radish, and eggplant at the end here. There's a couple of tomato transplants in here, and some squash, some zucchini squash. The rest of the tomatoes. A lot of cucumbers here. And here's where the radishes were. And the rest of it's cucumbers. And here's some more cucumber. And the okra. There's a lot of okra in there. We got an okra flower in there too. We got some loofah and some cantaloupe. They're pretty much growing together right now. And they're overgrown. There's also a lot of watermelon in here. Here's some mint, it just grows everywhere. And here's the other spot for horseradish. And the potatoes are doing really well. Looks like the flowers fell off. And there's the other garden. I'm surprised by all the jalapenos on this plant. And over here, the Cuban bell peppers. These Cuban bell peppers were amazingly good. The first couple ones I had were a little hot, but the last one I had didn't have any heat in it at all. Well, we have a tomato plant growing over the peppers. And the tomatoes just going to get pulled off right here. We got some tomatoes. Still a ton of mosquitoes too. Here's some tomatoes. Some big tomatoes. One really big tomato here. Some red tomatoes. We got some dill. Oh wow. And a caterpillar. Here's some cherry tomatoes from Praxis. I got some ripe ones over here. These are a variety of tiger-striped linguiças. The tomatoes have gone insane. Some over here. Some big ones over there. Now this is a monster tomato, look at that. Oh, got a bug. And I got the bug. It's putting a lot of pressure on this vine right here. These flimsy tomato cages, despite being held up with rebar, are being torn down by the tomato plants. And these tomato cages are holding strong. The overgrown tomato beds are growing together. Right here is the space between the beds. I can't even get through. This is what happens when you plant turnips in a cinder block. This is a huge turnip. It's the size of my hand. This head of lettuce is as big as my arm. The salad bed's gone to seed. And here's some lettuce, some buttercrunch lettuce from Praxis. Looks like dandelions now. These garlic tops are ready to harvest. Unfortunately, the strawberry runners covered up all the stepping stones. Last year I planted chives here, and they're doing really well. So are the strawberries. And in the main container of chives, I cleared off all the seed tops. And I planted a couple new containers of chives for this year. The mantises are finally getting big enough to focus on. Here's a dragonfly. These trumpers are tremendous. Look at that. That is a tremendously big bug. Now that's a shiny bug.